What's up guys, Joust here. Today is sort of a step up from the basic reviews I'm doing. This is a review of a deck called Linza. It's very popular at the moment. A lot of the high level players, people that are already rank 1 and about 50 prestige, are playing this deck. It's very different to most other deck types. A lot of decks normally have one specific strategy to try and kill you. And you can try and play around what they're playing. The point of Linza is to lower your attack when you don't expect it, so that instead of you killing them killing you with their deck, they use their strategies to make you kill yourself by fighting monsters that you don't have enough power to kill. So this is a budget version of the deck because I appreciate it's like week 2 in the game. A lot of people aren't going to have the rubies and diamonds that make this deck what the pro players are playing as. But it's a really good deck, even at low prestige. You can really catch out a lot of players, and it's really good for getting up ranks. It is a lot better once you have those diamonds and rubies, but I felt the budget build was good enough to share with you, and yeah, you should really try it out. This deck only has emeralds as the most expensive cards in the deck, so we'll go straight from the top to Geeka. Linza loves using weapons. There's loads of different combos in the deck, and a lot of the monsters have 3 health, so Geeka just instantly allows you to play straight into those 3 health monsters, or use its ability to just get a weapon. Repurpose, 0 cost Linza spell, spend weapon, spend again, different from lose, so you have to have a weapon to play this card, gain 10 armor. That's a lot of armor, so you can literally play Geeka, then repurpose, get 10 armor for 2 cards and no cost. So that's fantastic, so 2 of those as well. A tool belt. This is sort of a tech card. I've replaced some of the diamonds and sapphires. This diamonds and rubies. This is a sapphire, so I've just put this in. Rival loses 3 weapon durability. It's really good for fighting opponents that have big weapons. A big strategy in the lower ranks is just grab a big weapon and hit you over the face with it. Tool belt helps counteract that because you want them on low attack, so they can't fight their monsters. Weapons kind of give them enough attack to fight monsters, so being able to get rid of weapons is pretty important in this deck. Work order. Rival enemy gains attack equal to your weapon attack and 2 health. Lose weapon. This card says lose weapon. You don't have to have a weapon to play this card, but you can play this card right at the end when you've got like a 1-1 weapon and no way to get rid of it, and you're picking up a weapon next card. Just throw it down, or throw it down when you don't have a weapon and you just need that 1 gold. It's a really versatile card. What it will do will make the rival's next enemy gain 2 health every time you play it. So if your rival doesn't have enough attack to kill that enemy, you can make it so the enemy gets another free swing on them because it's got much more health. Or you can give it your weapon, so you'll lose the weapon and the monster will also gain its attack. So that's really good if it's only going to get 1 hit in, but you want to give it a bigger hit on the opponent. So work order, very versatile, a really great 2-of card. Romley Weaklax. This is just in here because tanking out the game, getting enough health and armor so that you survive into the final showdown is a viable strategy with this deck, because you're going to have more power than the opponent if you're lowering their power all the time. So you don't mind taking it to the final showdown. Romley Weaklax for 2 gold gives you 7 health, helps you survive to the end of the game. That's always good. To Doric. Doric is a bit of Romley Weaklax and also a bit of a swing card. For 3 gold, you gain 4 armor, so again, tanking up. And the rival takes 4 damage, again, lowering them down. It's just a really good card. You'll end up with quite a lot of gold for free and not that much to spend it on, seeing as a lot of the other support cards are free. So Doric is just a really good swing card, can win you some games or keep you in games so that you win at the end. Full Tetsu. This is like Romley Weaklax, but buffed up a lot for 5 gold, 7 health and 7 armor. Again, tanking up. This is the main reason for the card. No bells or whistles. You just want to tank up till the end of the game. That's why Full Tetsu is good. If you don't have a lot of money for emeralds, you can replace this with another Romney Weak Lax or the Adamant Armor, but full Tetsu is really good if you're thinking of buying an emerald. Goblin Raider. This is one of the little things that you'll have to fight just to pick up that weapon. You can swing a couple of times with that weapon, and then at the end either use it for repurpose. Repurpose you can use with any durability weapon, so you can play Goblin Raider, get a 1/3 weapon, swing twice, and at the end play repurpose, and you'll get the 2 attacks with the bonus attack and get to spend it for 10 armor. So that's a really good combo, or you could do the same thing with Work Order at the end. So Goblin Raider is just high durability, low attack weapon that's really good for the deck. KGP Agent. This is another card that I put in instead of the high cost rubies and diamonds. What this does is gives you 1 power and discard 1 card. There's a lot of card draw in this deck, so you don't mind discarding, and it's a really good counter to the mirror match. So if the opponent's playing this deck as well, they try and lower you down, you can boost yourself up with KGP Agent. It's very good for that. Crassian Warrior. This is the first of the 3 health monsters. Just play a KGP Agent or any of the 1 attack weapon cards, and you can hit Crassian Warrior down in 1, so it won't get to hit you at all with that 7 damage. Don't worry about the 7 damage, and you'll draw 2 cards. Great card draw, and it even gives you a free gold. So really good if you're going to pick any emerald. This probably isn't the first emerald to go for, but definitely the second, because card draw is always good. Dagonoth Fledgling. Really good healing for a Sapphire. Again, it's a 3 health monster, so you can hit it in 1 if you've got any of the weapons, or you've KGP Agent up your power. Just get that 1 extra power from 2 up to 3. Hit it down in 1, and you'll get 6 health. If things are dire and you think your opponent's just going to get you, don't be afraid to play this and only get 2 health. What I mean by that is, if you only have 2 attack, you'll attack into it, it'll do 4 damage to you, and then you'll kill it and gain 6. You'll only get 2 health total instead of 6 total, if the math makes sense on that. But if that 2 health total is all you need to win, don't be afraid to do that. Fremnik Crafter. This card is what makes Linza decks so consistent. Spend your weapon, so you will need a weapon to do this, and draw 4 cards. 4 is a lot of cards. Any of the 1 durability weapons, 1 attack weapons with more than 1 durability, so Geeka or Goblin Raider. So you can just attack into Fremnik Crafter with 3 damage, and as long as you've got 1 more durability after the attack, you can just spend that weapon and draw 4 cards. It even gives you a free gold. It's fantastic. Ice Warrior. This is a kind of just in as a really high durability 1 attack weapon. You can, without any weapons, just fight this. You'll attack it for 2. It'll do 3 to you. Then you'll kill it, get 2 gold, decent amount of gold, and a 1/4 weapon. The 1/4 weapon you can use to attack loads of 3 health things. So you can attack Dagonoth Fledglings and Crassian Warriors, and then when you've got 2 durability left on it, you can attack a Fremnik Crafter. One of those durability will go into killing the crafter, and the other one will go into spending your weapon and drawing the cards. So Ice Warrior is really good first card to play in any chapter. Then you play the 3 health things and end on a Fremnik Crafter. Do be careful if the opponent is going to mess with your monsters. It might be helpful to play Fremnik Crafter third, so that if you have to spend 2 weapon hits on it, you'll still have a durability to hit at the end, because if you use your weapon up killing this thing, you won't be able to spend it and draw any cards, which is really annoying. Calphite Worker. This is kind of just in because you'll attack it twice, so it'll do 1 damage to you, but you'll get 2 gold. Again, really good amount of gold, so you can buy like a Romney Weak Lax or part of full Tetsu, and it gives you a 1/1 weapon. 1/1 weapon is good if you just need to hit 3 damage on something, such as Crassian Warrior or Dagonoth Fledgling, or you can use that with Repurpose. Just get 10 armor for free. Don't play Calphite Worker and then Fremnik Crafter, because it's only got 1 durability. It's just going to be used up in fighting the crafter, and you won't get any of the draws. Dust Devil. This is one of the cards you need to be mulliganing hard for. So at the start of the game where it goes, which cards do you want to keep? If you don't have a Dust Devil, throw everything away and pick up a new set of cards, because you want to be playing Dust Devil turn 1, chapter 1. What it does is rival loses 1 attack, so that's the basis of the deck, making the opponent lose attack. Lose your weapon. You don't have to have a weapon, it's lose again and not spend, so you can play this as your first card of the game, and the opponent's going to go down to 1. Little trick that stumps some people at the start of this, the opponent cannot go below 1, so don't think of playing Dust Devil, because the opponent's just going to stay at 1. But if the opponent is something like a raptor, so you're pretty sure he's going to be powering himself up chapter 1, you can play multiple Dust Devils then, but still be careful, because if he doesn't power himself up, you'll just waste it, which isn't great. Ogre Brute. If you don't get Dust Devils but do get Ogre Brute, you can play him turn 1. He's kind of a backup Dust Devil, because Dust Devil is so important to the deck. You kind of need another thing that lowers the opponent's attack. It does the same thing as Dust Devil. It's got the same stats to attack 5 health, except it's not going to give you a gold. It's not going to take your weapon, so you can attack this with a weapon if needs be, sort of midway through the game. But you will take 6 damage for it, which is costly, but a lot of the time, by making the opponent lose an attack, you can make him take something like 7, 8, which pays for itself. So Ogre Brute is something you want to really be playing in the middle of the game, when you have got a weapon that you can hit Ogre Brute for, so you take less damage from fighting it. But if you have to play this turn 1, chapter 1, if you don't have a Dust Devil in your opening hand, but do have an Ogre Brute, go for it. You really want to trap the opponent as soon as possible. And the final card is Dr. Frankenstrain. This card is kind of a win more card if you don't have some of the rubies and diamonds, because what it does is makes the next 2 monsters that you and your opponent fight, so his next monster and your next monster, gain 3 attack. So if you play this with no monsters on your side, only the opponent's monster will get boosted. It doesn't apply in the next chapter, it's just that chapter. So if you fight this with 2 power, base 2 power, the opponent, you're going to take 4 damage, and only the opponent's going to get the boost. You'll also get 3 gold, which is a big chunk of gold for buying things. Yeah, it's kind of a win more card at the moment, because there isn't very many tools for boosting the monster's health. This boosts monster's attack, not health. So if they were going to kill that monster anyway, it does nothing. But if you can play Dr. Frankenstrain in combination with Work Order, so if they don't play a monster in the specific slot, so Work Order and Dr. Frankenstrain will work together, giving it 2 health from the Work Order and 3 attack from the Frankenstrain. Then you're going to start doing a lot more damage. You can take Dr. Frankenstrain out if you think it's not working for you, but as soon as you start getting some of the rubies or diamonds, I'd definitely recommend putting it back in. Just as a quick mention, the rubies and diamonds, I don't have any pictures, but I'll just go through quickly. The ruby you want is Fern. It's a card that makes the opponent's monster's health go up by 3, I believe, which is a big chunk. Playing Fern into Dr. Frankenstrain, and if they both hit the same monster on the opponent's side, that's a really good combo. And the other one is Morwenna, which is a diamond card that makes the opponent's monster's health go up as well by 2, I think, and it also does 2 damage to the opponent. But those are rubies and diamond cards. By the time you get to having enough resources to buy those right out, if you haven't got them in packs, you should have an idea of how this deck works and be looking for cards that make the opponent's monster's health go up. So yeah, that's been Budget Grief Linza. Hope it's been informative. Again, not as good as the full ruby and diamond deck, but really works with just the sapphires and emeralds, and it's really good at the lower prestiges where the opponents aren't going to expect it. Yeah, I've been Joust, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.